do that.
Well, I also want to ask you about the hacking scandal involving millions of federal workers, government workers. I mean, do you consider that a case? The president stopped short of saying, pointing, saying this is the Chinese government.
Yeah.
But from what you know about it, do you consider this a case of cyber warfare?
Well, I consider it cyber attack. There's a little bit of a difference here because I think our private sector has been attacked. We all know it. Insurance companies and Sony and others have been attacked by foreign interests. We think principally Chinese or Russian. They're the most advanced. They're the most aggressive in using these cyber tools to try to suck up information for commercial advantage or, frankly, intelligence and strategic advantage, which it sounds like the attack on the Office of Personnel Management was about. I think this is one of the biggest threats we face, and I am talking about it. I'm going to raise it in the campaign. I think you were in the Marines, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so, we have to be prepared on every kind of defense, and we have to support our men and women in uniform, but we also have to understand that in the hands of either states that wish us ill or groups, be they terrorist groups or hacker groups out for money and personal gain, our infrastructure is at risk. This information taken from the federal government can be used to harass, maybe imprison people who our officials talk to get information if their names are part of the broad data that's collected for top secret clearance. It's a serious, serious threat.
So what kind of approach does the Secretary of State need to take in something like this? Because he's more or less on the front lines of trying to navigate the diplomacy between what we think we know and what we can prove.
You're 100% right. The State Department was attacked at least every day, if not several times a day, while I was there. Many of those were repelled by the security protections that were in the system. But we know that there have been increasingly sophisticated attacks that are penetrating. In fact, I mean, the president's personal email was gone after in a cyber attack on the White House system. So we have to we have to give this the highest priority. We have to do everything we can to work not only to protect government information, because obviously that's important, especially top secret information, intelligence information. We have to protect our businesses because some of these attacks are to gain commercial advantage. I know as Secretary of State, and I can't go into too much detail, but let me talk a little broadly here. We know that some of our defense contractors have been targeted to pull out the plans for the sophisticated weaponry that they are building for the American military. Wow. So we know there's reverse engineering being done, and we know in a more prosaic way, companies that are backed by governments, either directly or indirectly, are trying to seize advantage by getting competitive information from us.
Well, we're just about